welcome back to Mohan Technologies. So in last video we understood what is a version control system and why we use version control system. If anyone missed this video, I will give the link in description. Try to follow this video and then come back to this video. Okay. So now let us see today. So today let us see what are the advantages of version control system and what are the types of version control system and how to install the git in windows machine, and if time is there then we'll discuss about the architecture of a version control system. We have two types of version control system. One is centralized and another one is distributed. Let us try discussing on that. Okay, so if we come to what are the advantages of version control system. So as I said, version control system is nothing but the software which is going to keep tracking of our files, and it will keep tracking of our versions of our files. Okay, so what are the advantages of using the version control system or the git? So if, as we discussed, we don't need to maintain the different version of our files, so this will be handled by the git. So we no need to take any risk or any tension about maintaining of our files, different versions of our files. So this is one of the main advantage. Okay, and another one, as I said earlier, if at all we keep on copying our files and keep working on different version and storing in our local system, then think about our space. If at all, if we have 100 different tasks and if we are keep on copying the same file and keep on working, then how about the space? The space of our machine will get easily filled up. So that will reduce, using git will reduce the space of our system or laptop. Okay, this is one of the main advantage. And as I said in earlier example, multiple users can work on same file. You say for example, if you have two developers or two testers or any of the engineers, two engineers, and if they want to work on same file at the same time, they can work by taking a copy of that particular file and they can work, so that the simultaneous operations are possible using git. And one more main advantage is like git is a open source tool which is developed by the Microsoft. Okay, so using that open source, we can develop our own repositories. Repositories means where we can store our files or codes or etc etc. Okay, so these are the GitHub is a one of the repository, and Bitbucket is also one of the repository where they have taken the source code of a Git. Since it is a open source, the source code of a Git is available in internet. They took that particular open source code and they developed their own GitHub and Bitbucket, and different companies have their own repositories using the Git. Okay, so this is one of the advantage. And since it is a open source tool, we have huge number of community support. What is meant by community support? Say for example, you are using git, but you got some error, but you don't know how to solve that. You are facing some new error, you need some other support, right? So if you want that particular support, there is a huge community support where they will support you in the errors, the commonly occurred errors, how to resolve that errors. So those are the things we can get using the git and version control system. And the very important feature is it is very secured. What is meant by secured? So let us try to understand this particular point with a very good example. Say for example, you have some details of your data. Okay, So you have something called as a Aadhaar number, phone number, and address, etc. Okay, like passwords and all you have. So in this case, these are all the sensitive informations, whatever you store in this particular file. No, these are the sensitive. Aadhaar number is a sensitive information. Phone number is a sensitive information. Address is a sensitive information. If someone is getting your password, they try to do some malfunctions using this. That happens, right? We know in the real time. So if you try to save this file in a gate, if you this is your wish to keep that whether others can access or not. In that level of opportunity they are giving, saying that whether you can keep your files, you can keep your source code, you can keep your anything, any data in public repository or private repository, or you can only share with a few teams or few members. What is meant by public? Anyone can access. Say for example, I have same file, I wish to share something with you. Okay, so if I want to share, I cannot keep on I cannot keep on sending to each and everyone. I say that I keep on Git and you guys go check out. Whoever they need, they can check out. No, I cannot say that only set of people can check out, because this is for public. I just wanted to say others that Git is a very useful tool. In this case, what I do is like I just keep this particular file, upload this particular file in Git, and I will make that particular file as a public, which means that whoever they want, they can see. Say for example, I have same passwords like this: Aadhaar card, phone number, passwords and all. Those things I don't keep it in public, I always keep it in private, because I wanted to secure my data. If someone is getting my phone number or anything, they try to malfunction me. Okay, and say for example, we have some source code, we have some information that has to be shared only within a team, then we can do that also by giving the access to that. I'll be showing how to give access and all in the further upcoming videos. No need to worry. And also one more thing is like we can keep our tracking of a file in a very easy and very quicker manner, and also we can revert back. Say for example, the mistakes are very obvious, right? So what happens is like we can keep tracking of our files. Say for example, I have this file and I kept this content here, and say for example my colleague tried editing this one as difficult. Okay, so I will be saying that this is a very easy to do, but he is saying it is a very difficult. I need to know who changed it, right? That tracking can be done using Git and version control system, and we can revert back also. We can revert back to very easy, very easy useful tool. So this is one of the biggest advantage of version control system. Now let us try to understand what are the types of version control system. So there are two type of version control system. One is centralized version control system and another one is distributed version control system. So briefly about this I will be discussing in my upcoming videos, so no need to worry about this. So the examples for centralized version control system is Apache Subversion, which is nothing but an SVN we call, and the distributed version control system is Git or GitHub. Okay, GitHub, Bitbucket, everything is a part of distributed version control system. Okay, so let us try to understand how do we install Git in Windows machine. This is very easy step process. Just we need to download the Git software from Google and then try to install using next. Okay, Okay, just redirect to this particular page and just try to download your compactable version. For my system it is 64-bit, so I just download this one, 64-bit setup. Okay, the download is done, so I will open. This is my git, whichever I have installed. Just try to right click and run as administrator. It will ask yes, just give next, next. It will just next and next, next. Try giving all next, just give next, 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 and try installing. Okay, now it will take some time. Wait for this, it will take some time. Along with this git, even the git bash, that is a command line tool interface, will also be installed. I will show that also here. Okay, now just give finish. Okay, so now what happens is, like, if you see here, you will get something called as open git bash here. This is a command line tool interface for git. Okay, so let us try to see whether our git is installed or not. Just open command line, command prompt, and try checking git hyphen hyphen version. Now you should be able to see like this: git version 2.43.0. You have to see, then we can confirm that now we have installed the git in our machine. Okay, so this is all about the video, whatever I wanted to share. So we learned what are the main advantages of version control system, and we learned what are the types of version control system. In my upcoming video I'll be explaining the architecture and in details about the centralized version control system as well as the distributed version control system. And today we saw how to install the git in our Windows machine. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for watching video. Try sharing this video with your friends and hit the subscribe button. And if you like this video, just give one thumbs up. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.